the Healing Butterfly. I am your intuitive reader, Lady Day. I thank y'all for stopping by. This is going to be a collective spiritual message. Let's see what your spirit, your soul's missions, your life purpose, what messages spirit, God, universe, angels, ancestors have for you. Thank y'all for stopping by. Please only take what resonates with you, meaning what aligns with your thoughts, your actions, your prayers, your affirmations. If it doesn't align, leave it there for someone else, okay? And reverse the situation as needed, okay? All right, let's get into this message. See what Spirit has. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up if it does resonate with you. Leave me some comments below. And of course, make sure you subscribe to the channel and stay tuned with me, right? All right, let's get 3 cards for the collective spirit. What spiritual message do you have? First card out is called Old Soul. You have lived many lifetimes and gained wisdom beyond your years. Hey there, Queen Star. Hey, my loves. All right, only take, spiritual growth. Well, this is right on point with what I've been feeling. You're currently experiencing a lesson required for your spiritual evolution. Somebody knows that they have been an old soul or had a purpose beyond what you've seen as a child, right? Maybe some people as kids, they seen themselves being like a baseball player or something like that. There's something about this crowd that I'm tuning into. You know that you have a huge calling and purpose on your life. There's a reason why you're always looking towards spirituality and maybe not religion, right? Let me get one more card here, Spirit. Your intuition. You are learning to embrace and trust your inner knowing. Hey, Amy. You're growing. You're in ascension process. You may find yourself getting headaches and or nauseous in the middle of the night. You may find yourself waking up at 2:34 or 3 o'clock, 3:33, 3:52, 4:25. I don't know why 4:25, but that just came as well. And generosity. Giving from your heart with no strings attached is what is needed now. And I feel like this generosity is with yourself. I feel like Spirit is going to be generous with you when you're generous with yourself. Meaning taking time, your old soul, right? Your old soul that's spiritually growing and growing in your intuition. It's time for you to take the time to meditate, to pray, to learn more about yourself, to research in books, to be able to take your journey to that next level. Whatever it is that you feel spiritually called to do, and it's going to vary for all of you, right? Everybody's not going to be out here flipping cards and reading poems. Some of us are cosmetologists, but just as sure that you're whipping that hair together, or a barber, you're doing that hair, you're also talking to your clients and you're giving them wisdom and insight and inspiration and encouragement and a place, right? A place to come to feel welcomed. There's something in that, right? So I'm not saying that everyone's on this spiritual journey out here reading cards, but you all have something bigger in your purpose of life. You give things out to people, places, and things that sometimes you don't even know that you're doing it, God's work, and you are. You're like, oh no, I was just talking to them, not knowing that that person hasn't had someone to say a kind word to them in years. But you, for some reason on your heart, God lays on your heart to take care of people, to give them inspiration, to feed them, to clothe them, to house them. We all have different purposes here beyond giving messages. All of us are not going to have a YouTube platform connecting to Spirit in that way. Spirit wants, whoever I'm connecting to, Spirit wants you to get in tune. You also know if this is your reading, because the music that you listen to, you might listen to Cardi B or Jay-Z and all these, really popular artists. But when you really get into your bag, it's like some old music, like doo-wop, right? I'm talking about old Shy Lights, Delphonics, Earth, Wind, and Fire. And we can go further than that. We can go back to Sam Cooke and, Eartha Kitt, when she was still singing. Like, we can go back, right? I feel like I'm channeling a group that when you riding around, you got your music, but when it's time to settle down and maybe have a drink and just be in your own energy, it's always some old tunes. Some of y'all may not go back that far, because I'm hearing like Blackstreet, Mint Condition, Tony Tone, when music moved your soul, right? Lauryn Hill, I'm hearing as well. Miseducation is still a classic if you ask me. But let's get further into this message and also see what else is going on. Also at this time, you may feel like you're doing things for people, for other for businesses and you're not getting back everything that you deserve, I'm hearing that's going to come to a close, right? Right now it's more of a lesson for you to be able to give out, right? Maybe without getting back immediately. Okay. Yeah, because Source has it all. Source, hey there, hey y'all. Source has it all. Your connection to Source is the light and love that shines through you and leads the way. You do have the hibernation and approval as well. So as you're in this period of pulling back from people, not giving as much of yourself, right? Just know that God is still doing something for you. But it is still time for you to walk in your purpose. You may not be overly affectionate, you know, maybe you don't want to date right now, maybe you don't want to be extra with your friends and things like that, but you are still supposed to be walking in your purpose, giving people that encouragement, enlightenment, showing up for your job and still doing your job, maybe not going above and beyond the call of duty, but still doing what you know you need to do, still having a good positive attitude. I also just heard you might be in a team or a department of people who just always negative, always complaining, but yet you're the one light out of that darkness. That's what God's Source wants you to do. Not to overexert. There's not a level of overexertion here. Okay, I just want everyone to know that. And as I said before, it could just be a kind conversation. Not that you need to go out and hand out sandwiches to the homeless or anything like that. Maybe that's not in your spirit right now. But just whatever you are called to do just that. And I'm hearing with a good heart, but I hear that y'all already have a heart of gold, so we don't have to do that. Y'all already have a heart of gold. So let's go further into this message. See what else comes out. Moment. All right. Also, you may have been called an old soul since you were a child. You may have found yourself reading more spiritual books, self-help books, things of that nature, psychology books. You may find yourself very connected with staring into the stars. Okay, let's see what else comes up here. Also, you may have some pain in, I'm feeling it in my ear, and I'm feeling it in my third eye. There is some movement as far as your intuition being more online with your purpose, with your spiritual team, them giving you messages. What's the old soul energy? Also, somebody may have a quilt of some sort from the family. I guess a family quilt. I don't know what that's supposed to mean, but someone's showing me a family quilt. Maybe somebody's grandmother, or that was a thing for like grandmom to make every baby a quilt or a blanket. I don't know. I have Just Go, walking meditation. Your old soul you've been here before. You've learned these lessons. When you say that, like, look, I ain't got time for that. I'm old, baby. And you really just 21. That's because you've been here enough times to know these lessons. Some of you also learn by other people going through. You don't have to go through a trial or tribulation. You can see a friend or family member go through it, and it's enough for you to learn the damn lesson. That's because you've already hit your head a couple times on those certain lessons. Let me get one more for the old soul. You may find yourself in a wilderness time right now, but you're comfortable in it. It's kind of like you know that your soul, your mind, your body needs a refreshing, right? It's like I kind of need to disconnect. Maybe you've given so much of yourself. I'm hearing between 2020 and 2020, probably early this year, you've given a lot of yourself. I have the witch with the metaverse. Y'all are alchemists. Y'all are the magician. Y'all have been here before. Y'all are tapped into all of your lessons from your past lives. That's why things are not as hard for you as it might be for a sibling or a cousin or other family members or friends. Things that you can just kind of get over. It's like, I feel like they're emotional things. You might have your moment, but how other people fall out and their life crumbles because they got a broken heart. It's like, oh, I'm going to let the heartbreak, I'm going to feel it, right? I'm going to feel it. I'm going to have my moment. I might sit at home and eat, a whole box of chocolates and a pint of ice cream, but I'm going to pick my shit up and keep it moving. Like, I'm too grown for that. That's what I'm tapping into right here. Go ahead. This card also says metaverse, because you know that you're in the matrix. You know that there's something way beyond the world that we see and feel, right? One more here for the old soul. This is beautiful. Clarity. You also, like I said, you are surrounded with loved ones, heavily surrounded with loved ones. You're also going to get more clear on your mission. As I was saying earlier, we're all not going to be palm readers and things of that nature. Some of us already know that we're serving a godly purpose in the things that already spark our interest. Listen, sorcery, I told y'all are the magician. Everything you think of just comes. Eventually it just pops up. You think of a business idea, next you know that's your top seller. You think about manifesting money, you get an extra $200, $300, $400, $5,000 out of nowhere. Like whatever it is, y'all have it. Y'all got the knack to be able to pull that energy in. With spiritual growth, I'm telling you, I'm talking to those who are taking a moment to tap back into me. And again, with the music, strong old music vibes. And I love it. Ooh, I like that one. What's that? Before I let you go, before I let you go, can I get a kiss goodnight, babe? Yes, all right. Got that up. Hood love, community. You're also going to find yourself connecting more with your spiritual friends, your spiritual team, right? Not just those that are on the other side, but you're going to start to make new friends, find new places to hang out, new activities, things that spark you to grow in your spiritual man or spiritual woman. I'm also hearing hood love. So it's like bringing in who you were born or what you were born in. Thank you, Spirit, because Spirit is showing me the project. So maybe you weren't born with a silver spoon. Maybe you were born in a house of chaos, but that is building you to that next level. Like if this is not your last life, like you're coming to the end of having to be reborn here, if that makes sense. Every time you're born in like a low vibrational situation, I feel like you fight back. You don't allow your childhood, however you were born or raised, to depict how you're going to end your life. If you believe in that thing. If you don't believe in that sort of thing, just leave it there. But I'm telling you, you are spiritually wise beyond your years on this earth. Joy and light. Orun. I mean, I'm telling you, this is like the sun card. All the karma. Y'all have dealt with a lot of karma from past life. Like I'm saying, anything that needed to be handled, dealt with, shadow work, negativity, inner child issues and wounds. I feel like every lifetime, y'all come through flying colors. And I'm hearing it's the same this life. So don't get weary. Don't get weary in this life. Memory. Because y'all remember, I did this before. I've healed this before. I've navigated through this before. I've taken accountability for the karma and the things before. Yeah. If y'all feel disconnected from God, you're not. Your intuition is on point. You're doing exactly what you need to do. You may not see all the fruits of your labor yet, but it's coming. What's the intuition? Oh, okay. I'll take it all, I guess. Because you're a starseed. You're a starseed. And you're going to have justice. Listen, in this life, like I said, you may think that you have done a lot of work. And even if you don't believe in past lives, in this life, you have done a lot to support and give back to people, to loved ones, to the general public, to God, to source, to universe. It's for a reason. There were some things that I feel like needed to be done. Lessons needed to be learned, but you have blessings on blessings, and you already know it. I'm talking to the person who has said that they have been I've been a star all my life. I've been God's child all my life. Like there's something about you've always walked in this light knowing that you are of royalty. Even if your surroundings did not display that, I'm talking to the little boy, the little girl who always knew that they were royalty. Watch Disney videos or Disney movies like, oh yeah, that's me. I'm Ariel, or I'm so-and-so. Like that's beautiful. One more card for the intuition. Like I said, with the accountability. When karma comes to knock at your door, if it was something that you might have not did right, you don't have no problem learning your lesson and getting on the right foot. Some people don't. They don't want to admit that they did something wrong. They don't want to admit that they got more to learn. I'm not talking to that crowd. I'm talking to the crowd that's like, no, I got stuff to learn and I'm willing to learn it because I know God has blessings for me on the other side of that trial or tribulation. If I tap into God, God will give me the cliff notes that I need to learn this lesson so I can move on to a happier life. And that could be in a number of different ways. That could be with how you manage love, how you allow yourself to be loved. That can be how you manage business or how you move forward in your business. It can be a couple different things. So discern it for yourself. Also, taming the beast within, because this looks like this the strength card to me. And at the bottom of the deck is connect, abracadabra. And just like that, God gives it to you. I'm telling you, every time you learn a lesson and you're accountable for the thing, whatever you had a hand in, and you're accountable for it, you pray and you let go of that thing, I'm telling you, God has something for you each and every time. It's a transformation. It's looking myself in the mirror and saying, I'm not perfect, but I'm willing to do the work. That's where you get your place of peace. Listen, this is a beautiful message. Somebody just needed to have, I guess, some encouragement that they are on their path and they are doing what God needs them to do, wants them to do. Let me get a few tarot cards. Let me get something from the angels and I'm going to close this out. Okay. Start with this old soul. I'm hearing you have fans. You have fans. I don't know what that means. Discern it for yourself. You have fans. You do something really well. What's this old soul energy? Yeah, Page of Swords. People keep an eye on you. They want to know what you got going on. What's your next big break? What's your next big business? What's your next big creative venture? People look to you for guidance, fashion tips, wisdom, something about the way that you walk in a room, enter a room, or the way you present yourself at work. You present yourself strong. You present yourself educated, but not overbearing for some of you. One more here with the old soul. The Seven of Wands and the Chariot. So healthy boundaries are needed if you don't have them at this time to move you forward to that next stage and or place. You may already know that there's a family member, friend, coworker, someone who just, we don't connect no more. Like, you might have been my squirrel friend, right? You might have been my dude, my number one guy on the job, but I'm in a different place. I don't do those things anymore. That's what I'm feeling, right? Or maybe there's exes that, you always still poke in. Are you doing all right? Are you alive? And it's like, you know what? You don't do the same for me. And it's not tit for tat. It's whatever I pour out into someone, I expect to get back. I expect someone to call me, make sure my heart still beats. You know what I mean? Make sure my lungs still got air in it. And it's just something about wherever you're not having an equal give and take, Spirit is asking you to have a healthy boundary. Not saying cut them off and disrespect, but it's like, you know what? I'm not going that extra mile for you because you're not giving me that same type of friendship back. Listen, don't be trapped in somebody else's illusion of what your connection to them should be. Healthy boundaries. I'm telling you, it's going to open up. It's going to open up a whole new life for you. All right. What's the spiritual growth here? Your Ace of Pentacles. Give me the big nickel, right? Give me the big payout. Give me the big blessing. Give me the big prayer. That's beautiful. Your spiritual growth is coming. I'm telling you, justice is going to be served for any, and we got 111 on the board. 11 and 1, 111. You might have been seeing 11, 11 a lot, 12, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4. And again with the 10. I'm talking to a blessed crowd. Everything that you have been through, whether you believe in past lives or not, is getting ready to be paid out to you because you were accountable for the karma or the things that you have done. And I'm hearing it's only right. It's only right. So don't worry about the lover or the family member or someone who did you wrong in the past. God is working up a blessing where they're going to watch you prosper. And not even in like an arrogant tone. It's more of a see. Like, some people don't know until they see type of thing. And that's why eyes are going to be on you when this blessing comes in. Not to gloat in anyone's face, but because some people don't believe until they see. And somebody might have said that, like, you don't think I'm going to be that millionaire? Just watch and see. Just watch. You just watch. Somebody who possibly did you dirty, a business partner or something, could be, or it could be a friend, family member. What's the intuition that y'all know y'all gonna have victory and success? 6 of Wands. Like my life is already abundant because God has already told me. I don't have no problem. Like I'm talking to a crowd that somebody could go and try to dig up some shit, and it's like I don't care what you dig up. I don't have a problem owning my shit because anything that I've done, I promise you, I went back and made it better with that person. Sent out forgiveness, and I'm good with God. Like I'm talking to that person. You already know. Yeah, somebody is gonna be famous. I'm getting movie star vibes. So if somebody's trying to get into the movie business, Hollywood, singing, rapping, dancing, Broadway. Some of you will not be on the stage. I'm hearing some of y'all want to be in the background. So producers, writers, hairstylists, glam squad. There's a lot going on here. Woo. Okay, let me get another one for the intuition. Clarify that further for me, Holy Spirit. Ooh. Three of Pentacles. So you're going to have collaboration with some really good people who are going to know their business. Kind of just like this contractor sitting there giving them insight on building this house or whatever it is. So be on the lookout for partnerships and or people who have good background information for the journey that you're getting ready to go on or the life you see yourself living. Knight of Cups, it will be some type of emotional connection that you will have in this partnership. Like everyone's going to have kind of the same type of, how do I want to put it? How do we want to put it, Spirit? Common, y'all gonna have a lot of common things, right? You're starting to think, you're starting to come together with your spiritual tribe. So like out of nowhere, you're going, let's say you're opening up a business and you're going to go talk to the contractor of how you want to lay out the business. And out of nowhere, y'all start talking about spirituality and the full moon energy and crystals and out of nowhere. And next thing you know, you found out that this person has a whole crystal shop and they want to be able to bring you in. It's like something like that, right? It's something that your spirituality or what you believe in is going to be tied into this partnership. You're going to have like-minded, soul-minded individuals that you're going to be connecting to. I'm telling you, I said this from the beginning. Y'all are the magician. Y'all are manifesting a life that you deserve and that deserves you, if that makes any sense. The life that you desires you back. If ever somebody might have heard that in a reading that they need to get aligned with their blessing, this is alignment. So it's gonna come. You don't see it yet with the moon energy. You don't see that there's some type of offer that's gonna change your world. This is beautiful. This is wonderful. I claim it for myself. Hell. Let's pull something from the spiritual team. One moment. Let me see what cards. Okay. All right. Let's close this out with something from the angels. I'm also seeing royalty. Some of you may end up marrying someone who's a prince, a king or queen or a princess. Maybe back home in their country. That may resonate for someone. Or somebody could be playing a queen or a king in a movie or Broadway, something like that. Also, I'm hearing don't be afraid of dating outside of your race or nationality. Okay? There's something about that. Or something about like dating people with the same sign. Like, oh, a Leo broke my heart, so I'm damn sure not dating any more Leos. Something is telling me try not to have that thought process when it comes to love or business. Like, oh, I've done business with so many cancers, I can't do business with a cancer. It's like, don't have that, whatever that is, okay? Spirit is asking you to be more open-minded than that. And it could be because there was some type of PTSD, right? Dealing with that type of sign or that type of person or something, okay? All right. What's Old Soul? One card for Old Soul. Emotional sensitivity. Honor and respect your deep sensitivity as it is a gift to us all. And this comes back to me, like I said, those soul-moving songs. Like you have an old soul that taps into a level of wisdom. Like people give you a hug and they feel like they're hugging generations of grandmothers. You get what I'm saying? Or generations of grandfathers. Like this old soul that you have really does connect to people on an emotional, deep level where it feels like Christmas morning with all your family type of thing, right? Keep giving that out. Keep being that person. And I'm here to be excited that you're that person, right? Some people don't tap in. What's the spiritual growth? You are an ascended master. My babies, y'all have been here many times. You have grown and learned a lot. My third eye is on a beam. If you have any type of tingles or pressure in your third eye or your crown chakra, meaning in your head, you're on point. This is your reading. Powerful, loving, and wise spiritual teachers are watching over and guiding you. The spiritual growth is on a million. You have broken so many generational curses, and I'm hearing in this family. So if you feel like you don't belong to your family this time, you probably don't, right? And when I say that, I mean, you all know what I mean. If not, send me an email. You may not truly belong to the bloodline that you were born in, but you decided to come into this bloodline to help them heal and evolve as a family, as a bloodline. So for that, you also get accolades as well. And I do believe I am tapping into those who will be angels and ascended masters on the other side. You will be guiding others when this is all over. I said that in the beginning. And then what do we have here with the intuition? Thank you, Spirit. Heal away addictions. It's time to let go of behaviors that are blocking you from your heart's desires. Ask Archangel Raphael to help you with this healing. So whatever it is that like I said, this here is like, I know I need to back away from people. I know I need to reserve my energy. Then do it, my loves. Don't give out where you shouldn't. And I was talking about that third eye, and it's at the bottom of the deck. It's safe for you to see the energy of love in all forms, such as angels, auras, and visions. You may have sparkles of light. You may feel like somebody's whispering in your ear. You may feel that thoughts come through your brain that aren't your thoughts. This is your ascended masters, angels, spirits, and guides trying to give you insight. Your third eye, y'all know where the third eye is, that's going to start either being warm, tingle, pressure, you're going to feel something. Your crown chakra at the top of your head, you're also going to start to feel pressure because you're going to start to get messages from your spirit team. If anyone would like to know where they should start with the Ascended Master or connecting to their spiritual guides, please send me an email. I have a little bit of a breakdown that I don't mind sharing out for free, as you can start to learn about who you are truly in your soul. Okay? I hope that this was able to give somebody some insight when it comes to this spirit. I just heard this spiritual stuff. When it comes to this spiritual stuff, I hope I was able to give somebody some insight. Don't be afraid to reach out and email. I'm willing to give all the wisdom that I have to others because this is beautiful. This is absolutely amazing. And be on the lookout for a lot of generosity, payouts, blessings, abracadabra energy from source. Okay? You've already been approved to move on to another life. So if anyone's trying to make you feel bad for going towards what you know your heart and your soul is calling you to do, that's because they're trying to pull you back from being able to ascend to that next level. Don't let them do that. I don't care what title you want to give that person. Lover, friend, mom, dad, coworker, boss, I don't care. You're on your path. Don't allow anyone to take you off. All right? All right, y'all. Until we meet again, I'm sending y'all peace, prosperity, protection, and paradise vibes. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Don't forget to hit the like if this did resonate. Share this with someone who could gain some wisdom, right? And make sure that you're subscribed so that you know when I'm back giving y'all another message, right? Until we meet again, y'all take care of yourselves and your soul, all right? Namaste. Sending y'all lots of love.